Alright, I thought I would bring you along for this. Don't know how much of this I'm going to record. I'm going to at least get this first part, and we'll see maybe some caps. My throat's bothering me a little bit today, so I'll be stopping to get a drink every so often. Like that. Okay, what we're doing today is we're making some deer bratwurst. Let me turn the light out in here, see if that does it. Okay, and if you saw in the background, on the table over there are my sweet potato starts that have gotten out of hand and wrapped themselves all around my lights and everything, and now I pulled them out, so I have to actually cut them and root them. But what we're doing today is this. I'm wearing my tree walker shirt, which you probably won't see. Here. Ta! Maybe you see it, maybe you don't. I don't know. I can't see what you're seeing because I have an older GoPro. Let's get to it. Okay, so they really didn't have a whole lot of selection of pork at Myers, which is where I went. So, here, let me wipe this out real quick. Which is where I went, because all the pork I got from my dad, who went to a place that has really good sales, got used for the sausage video, which hopefully I'll have out before this. So we went with, these were marked down to 89 cents a pound, pork chops. So that's what we're going to do. First, we're going to grind the pork chops. This has been frozen. It is ice cold. So, let's just get to it. These do have bone in, so I do have to debone them. Alright. I know you're not going to see too much of this, but... Come on. Find the bone. I'm actually going to do a pork roast here soon. So... I will actually probably save the bones and throw them in to be cooked too. Because why not, right? Anything else I can get off the bone would be nice. And this is just to add some fat and a little bit more flavor to the deer, because the deer is super lean. And like I said, usually I get a butt or something like that. Not too bad. Let me get another bowl for that. Fancy bowl, not so fancy bowl. Let's just grab a glass bowl, because that's what I got. The magic behind the camera. Okay. Speed this up, cut a little bit of this, and we'll start grinding. Okay, so a lot of times, if you actually just buy the boneless pork chops, you'll get something like that. And they charge you a buttload for it. I think like, normally these are like $1.89 a pound, I think. And I want to say they're $4 a pound, boneless. So it's actually charging you like double. That's good. Back to the cutting. Okay, I am by no means a master at sausage making or cutting or anything like that. I know some people are like, why don't you have a bigger knife? I like this one. It's about the right size for doing what I want to do with this. Plus, there's one a little bit longer I like, but it is dirty, so. Okay, let me wash my hands real quick so that everything's nice and ready to go. Oh my goodness. Okay, let's readjust the camera. Okay, it's about to get a little noisy, so we'll probably mute, maybe put a little bit of dance music or something in there, and go at it. Where did the little puncture go? Right there. That's more like it. Okay, there we go. There's our grind. And once this gets warmed up a little bit, sometimes it's a little hard to move off. This is just a Harbor Freight. I think when I bought it, it was $29. There we go. $29. For as little as I do, $29 suits me just fine. Put this over here. Put that. And this is, truthfully, do you see how I just turned it on to get that out of there? That is exactly how I do it at work, too. Because we have a big commercial one at work. Set that over here. Taking out the metal pieces. We'll do this. Get that little bit out. We'll set that on the, we'll put that over in the cook later. Put it back together. We'll put the small one in this time. Oops, almost forgot the blade. Now, if you're grinding and you start having big issues with the grind, take everything off, all these metal pieces here, and stick them back in the freezer for a little while. The other thing you can do is stick the meat back in the freezer. And there we go. We'll keep this bolt handy. Whoop. Okay. Keep this handy too, we might need it. My recipe, which if I can find, I will actually post up here too. I'm opening up the book right now. Okay, my recipe will call for okay, I'm not going to show you that. I'm just going to let you know. I'll put the recipe up on the screen if I get it. If not, I'll type it out so you can see it. I'll get things mixed together. It's actually like 50-50 venison, 50-50 ground pork, and then some beer and other things. All right, I'll bring you back when it's time for that. Okay, here we are. We're back. Ready to mix. Now, the one thing I do want to do, because I will be sharing this with other people, and this really gets in all the little orifices and holes and cracks, I want to put some gloves on when I'm mixing this. Yeah, baby. All right. So, we have our ingredients all pulled out. We have ground venison, ground pork. I did skip the onion because I have people who don't like the onions, so that's what we're going to do. Half a teaspoon of brown sugar, 1 tablespoon of kosher salt, 1 teaspoon of allspice, 1 teaspoon of caraway seeds, half a teaspoon of ground sage, which came from my garden, 1 teaspoon of marjoram, did not use the cayenne pepper, 1 teaspoon of freshly grated black pepper, which, oh my gosh, that smelled good, and 2/3 a cup of beer. And this time we're using Foster's. These are going to be Australian. Oh wait, it's bottled here in the United States. Last time I made these, I used Samuel Adams, a dark lager, which is what it calls for. I will tell you where I was at, didn't have them single. I don't drink beer. This is about the only thing I use beer for anymore, or maybe when I'm cooking the brats. So we got the Foster's. Only used about half the can. Wish somebody was here to drink it. Okay, so let's sprinkle all of our yummy spices. I don't know what that is. Oh, it was a little wet. The brown sugar, that's what that was. Okay. Oh my goodness. That smells so good. Now, let's add the beer. And you're going, oh my gosh, that's going to be so soaked. Trust me, as we start mixing this up. Oh, yeah, you really just got to get in there. Oh, and mix these. Oh. And you could use a mixing a machine that's actually made to mix this, but as little as I do, I haven't bought one. My dad owns one. I could have borrowed it, but that's okay. we're only making 2 batches of this up. I'm making this batch, and the other batch will have less pork in it because I put about half a pound of bacon in it. So, yummy, yummy, yummy. And this is cold. Woo! Feel that in the bones. This will start to turn into, as you see, there's like almost no water left. As you mix it, it breaks down, does some sausage magic, and just becomes yummy. And I can't think of what it is offhand that it does. There's actually a term for it when it starts to coalesce together. Just like that. Okay, I was going to put this in the freezer like the other batch, but actually this is cold. So let me do a reset and then we'll start with the stuffing. Okay, I don't know how much of that you caught because I tried one of those bad batteries again. I drained them and recharged them, and one of them did work. This one did not, so it's in the trash can. I mean, the recycling bin. And so we're completely mixed. I did have gloves on, in case you didn't see that part. We did use Foster's and spices, and I read off the spices. I'll leave that in, and now we're gonna cover that up and do it. Whoosh, whoosh. I do use all natural. These, I do believe, all natural pig casings, which means, to those who don't know, these are the intestines of pigs. I like all natural best. I have used collagen before when they were out of the all natural, and I won't lie, they are an easier form to use. Here, let's go to the other end. Sometimes you switch ends, it's good. I just don't care to eat them though. So then I end up taking them off. And you can pay more money and get these preloaded. Always want to add a little bit of water to that when you're putting one on. You can get these preloaded onto one of these, so then you don't have to do this part. But I don't know that I'm cheap. I just don't like spending the extra money when I can do this. Just have to be gentle, because they will tear. Man, this thing is twisted. Lots of water. And hopefully I get the other sausage video out. And those have sheep on them. There we go. And they're a little bit longer, I do believe. I don't know. Maybe I'm wrong. Hopefully you can see any of this. There we go. Get back in that water. Maybe they're not as long any longer, because this seems pretty dang long. Whew. And we're almost there. Guess I should have been like this the whole time, huh? Okay, so let's tie this bad boy off. This can be a little bit difficult. These are a little thicker than the other ones. Let's get rid of this stuff off of here. Okay, add a little bit more water. And bring this over here. Let's go ahead and give that a quick wipe. Get rid of the beer. Get that out over there. So I don't know if you can hear that outside. Alrighty. So I don't know if you can hear that outside or not. Oh, you can see shadows. My neighbor is mowing, and it is raining. More kudos to him. Okay, let's start with the stuffing. Okay, if you do get this, you can actually poke a hole to let the air out. I think I forgot. I usually oh, come on. I usually forget or tie it after we're done. There we go. Massage the air out. Add a little bit more water again. Let's turn it back on. Okay, so that's the gist of it there. I'm going to scoot you over because this is starting to hurt my back. Because as you can see, I was having to go like this around you. So hopefully, this will make it feel just a tad bit better. Poke a little hole in that. And let's rock. And voila, there you have another. I still have a little bit more to go. So that was probably, I don't know, maybe 3 pounds worth is what that held. A little soft on that side, so we'll fill her back up, back filler. That one there already tied itself. Okay, I'm gonna put you away. I'm gonna do the, what I just did, where you put one on here, grind it up, or push it in. This, I will tell you, I should have just went ahead and got the electric stuffer, because if you saw my other video, I used the handheld one, and it's a pain in the butt. I thought it would be nice to have while we were up without electricity, but this thing is so much easier, you know, because you don't have to turn it. You just put it in there, push it down, and it comes out automatically. Okay, let me finish that up, and I'll bring you back to show you the final product. Okay, here we are. There's the Fosters. These are the just regular, and those are the ones that had bacon added to them. I didn't count them. What I normally do now is I'll sous vide these so that they're cooked 100% all the way through, and then freeze them, and they're ready to go camping. All you have to do is heat them up, put a little bit of char on them on the fire, or preferably a wood fire, but whatever you got, and you're good to go. All right. I want to thank you for joining me. If you have any questions, I'll try to answer them. But like I said, I'm not a magic user at this. The other thing that I will look it up and put the price maybe here, maybe down here, there, over there, somewhere in here, of what the grinder at Harbor Freight costs now. Because like I said, if you're just doing home stuff like this, 29 bucks, that's great. You burn it up after a couple uses, guess what? Buy another one. And then you got all the attachments that you can actually rotate through and put in the freezer. But that's still, I've got 2, but not because I burnt one up, just because I loaned a tool out and was impatient to get it back and thought, you know what, might as well just buy another one. So like I said, it was 29 for me. I'll look it up to put a price of what they are now if they still have them. It was shipped to shore. So $29. The meat, you know, the deer was caught. The pork was bought. And the casings, I think I had more than enough. I don't keep those casings. You know, I soak them in water and use what I can, then get rid of them because I don't trust them. I don't want anything to go bad in them. So the casings, I think, were $12 shipped to me. So what is that? 29, 39, 41. I think it was $5 for the stuff. So $46. And you've got your own stuff. Oh yeah, and the beer, $2.99. So there you go. You know, and it's homemade. You know what's in it. You can cut back salt if you want to. I use pink Himalayan salt because that's what I like. All right, thanks for joining me. Hope to see you on the next one. And remember, stay live out there and keep on surviving.